Hi, I'm Mari Skelton, and today I want to talk to you about exercise. And there's a reason why I'm sweaty and hot and in my gym gear. Everyone says to be authentic, so this is me without makeup or anything like that. And it's not a pretty sight, but that's exercise for you, and I'm sweaty and gross. But I really do want to do a post on exercise because it is just so important to mental health. And for me, with hindsight, I'd been a volleyballer my whole life, and I decided to take a year off when things were particularly good for me career-wise, and I was being given really important projects and working with senior leaders and was absolutely loving my career and the direction it was heading. And I decided that was the year to take a year off volleyball for the first time in a very long time, since I'd been a teenager. And I didn't replace it with anything. And that also happened to be the year that I burned out. So all the research that's come out since then, and even before then, really it's one of those things that in hindsight you look back on and you think, what was I thinking? But it is just so important to your mental health, particularly in times of stress, that you make time to go to the gym. And unfortunately, it's oftentimes the first thing that falls off when life does get busy. So I know it's that constant tension that we're all feeling with trying to fit in time to do exercise, but it is so important if you want to be at your peak that you find a way to fit exercise into your week. And it doesn't have to be the gym. I know the gym's pretty scary, and I have a secret. I've loved volleyball my whole life, but I've hated going to the gym for a lot of that time. And I'm really trying to retrain my mind right now, since my accident, to get back into exercise. I've had to go to the gym and work on, small steps, and it's been a real change for me actually. So speaking about the accident, I came off a motorbike in 2017, and I laid in bed on my back for 3 months straight. I couldn't even roll over. That's how immobile I was. From there, I was super excited to be moved into a wheelchair, so I still couldn't walk. So there was pretty much no way to do cardio for at least 6 months. And then I could start learning how to walk again. So there was a good 3 more months of me really not being able to do much, but learn to take a few steps along the way, and I was working really hard at that. But I definitely put on weight, and that was also really tough emotionally to deal with the weight gain as well as everything else that was going on in my life. Now since then, I've had to relearn how to exercise, and it has been really frustrating. And again, the gym just does nothing for me really, so I've had to find ways to keep myself motivated. I have found that a morning routine when I'm too tired to complain too much and just get myself out the door works really well for me. But I've also started this year working on a goal to get back into playing volleyball. So goal setting has been really important to drive me. My first year out of rehab, my goal was to climb the stairs at the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and that really pushed me when I just didn't want to go to the gym or do anything to go. The second year we put Machu Picchu on the list, and that got me really working hard at my walking. And we did a lot of walks in the Blue Mountains here in Australia, just outside of Sydney, and that was not only a really good bonding moment for my husband and I, but it turned out to be a lot of fun to get out of Sydney and out of our usual weekend routine and do something a little bit different. So it wasn't all gym work. And then this year I'm hoping to get back onto the volleyball court, and still, looking to lose a little bit more weight as well. So it's nice that I've finally been able to do some sustained exercise. So what I'm going to do is put some resources up there on my website for people, particularly if you're not really doing much exercise right now. I want to focus on the little things that you can do as part of your week that you can introduce to help you maintain a more positive mood and give yourself a little bit more mental stability and resilience, so that if things do get tough or if you face an unexpected change, you've already got that habit built in. And that's really what it's about, setting some small goals and starting to build that exercise habit, and then protect it with your life. It is so important that you don't let other busy things take you away from looking after you. You've only got one you, and you've only got one life. And so this is really important that you're putting the time into helping yourself have the best life you can. Thanks.